audio. My mic audio is on. I'm transitioning us over. It's us. Look at us. Woo! We did it. We got there. What is happening, everybody? I am Amara, Goddess of Blunder, and welcome to the Blunderdome, where I play Magic with my bird app friends. So it's been a Thunder Junction week for us here in the Blunderdome. We've been playing pre-con fights all week long, and I've got some wonderful guests with me here today. Some of my favorite people to play with. So I'm going to playing one of the precons, Yuma, Proud Protector. It's a landfall deck, but with deserts, so it's kind of different.
Yeah. I
like deserts because they commit crimes against people, which is just getting like sand in your underwear is what I assume. That's like the worst crime that could possibly happen in the desert. I hate sand so much. This is the worst.
That's hilarious.
But I'm going to be dropping lands in my graveyard. The nice thing is the Gonti deck is not going to want to steal anything from me because I have nothing good in my deck.
That is not true. There are some heaters in that deck.
No.
I saw what Katie did.
There's nothing here. Just leave my lands alone. I mean, most likely you're going to hit a land.
Yeah, we gave Donnie the most dangerous deck possible. What were we thinking?
We really did.
We did.
I was almost like, should I just go sleeve mine so Donnie can't play that one?
Wow.
That's fair.
Disrespect.
These are the questions you want to ask yourself every time.
Of like,
Do I really want Donnie to play that deck?
Is Donnie going to ruin my day? Is he going to kill me? Probably.
I mean, I'm going to try. That's the game.
Yes, that is true. That is true. But I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves real quick and let us know what they're playing. And yeah, we'll let Jen start out. What are you doing? What's happening?
Hey, I am Jen, one half of the Filthy MTG Casuals, and I am here to ruin Donnie's day. Like every day, this is my goal.
This is bullshit.
But we're going to do it by playing Olivia, Opulent Outlaw. I actually really like this Olivia because it's not all about vampires, right? This is all about outlaws. Outlaws are assassins, mercenaries, pirates, rogues, and warlocks, and I have to remember that. So I'm super excited to be here, and I'm super excited to play this deck.
We got a Geek Beardly and a Quinn in the house. How you guys doing?
Oh.
I like that deck. I'm probably gonna repurpose. I feel like it needs to make more treasures than it does. Like
The Olivia deck.
Yeah, I want to make more treasures. Yeah. And you know what was really fun? Calamity. Calamity is that card does not get around. Like it's so silly. It's like I would. I just kept having Morbid Opportunists write it, and then just making a bunch of Morbid Opportunists.
Nice.
And then they would sacrifice themselves, and then they would just all trigger. So I would just have like a full hand of cards. I love it. And Tom, you're in between the Filthy Casuals somehow. I don't know how that happened.
Good job, Tom.
I don't know.
You're gonna get beaten up. You're gonna be in the middle of their feud.
Oh, sure. I'm Tom. You can find me on Twitter and Maxwell at Comedy, and I am playing the Izzet deck Stella Lee wild card. So I'm just gonna try to do Izzet stuff.
Gonna try again. The last time I just kept taking I kept taking all your toys away. I'm like, you can't have no arcane bombardment, Tom. Sorry, you can't have that.
Everything good went away.
I'm sorry. Just remember, that's probably going to happen, so you need a contingency plan. What exactly is it stuff, Tom?
I don't know.
Geek would like to know. Please.
I'm not good at this game. I don't know what things are.
And Donnie, what's happening?
Hey everybody, I'm Donnie. I'm the other half of the Filthy MTG Casuals.
He waved, but no one can see him.
You know what? That's my good, okay? Just leave me alone. Anyways.
That was funny.
Basically, we're just pair of EDH fans who like to hang out with some of the coolest people in the community and sling spells. You can frequently find us almost any night of the week here on Twitch doing exactly that. Tonight, I'm playing Gonti, Canny, Acquisitor. This deck does a lot of things that I really enjoy in Magic, like stealing other people's stuff and not letting them have it back, and just being a general nuisance.
Being a big jerk.
I'm kind of excited to let this see what it can do tonight.
At least you know you're the bad guy, right?
I mean, that's what everybody keeps telling me.
That deck looks like a lot of fun. I'm just like, the things I want to add to it just make it even harder to play on spell tables. So I'm like,
yeah, but you know what? If your heart's in the right place, it's worth it.
exactly. You can you can figure out a way. That's what I always tell myself. It's like there's always going to be a way to play cards on here somehow. But to have to like send a text message with the card that you're exiling or do other weird random things, but sometimes.
Exactly. Where there's a will, there's a way.
So my hand is stupid, and I shouldn't keep it. It's 6 lands and an explorer.
No, you definitely should keep it in that deck.
It seems.
You want to talk about a land hand?
I
I've played Yuma twice now, and I would have killed for an all land hand.
It's freaking ridiculous. I've never drawn that many lands.
It's a pre-con.
That is true. They put enough lands in their decks, like me.
They do. Sometimes too many.
I put like 37. Always 37. I don't even care if it's a landfall deck. I'll still only put 37. Let's see here. Let me randomize us real quick. 1 and a 2 and a 3. There we go. We're randomized. I've got a hand. Everybody else looking good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we will get the show on the road. Tom, lead us off. Lead us to adventure.
I'll play a command tower and pass.
Unacceptable.
All right. No one taps, no up, keeps draw. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. We're just gonna play this swamp and pass.
Is it my turn?
It is.
Yeah, that's true.
Did your salad arrive?
My food's being delivered.
Oh,
I was something in a little troll and staring out the window. Okay, I'm gonna draw. It's my favorite thing to do.
I do that.
I am going to play. Oh, I guess I could. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? I guess we start out simple. We play a swamp and we pass. Did I draw?
I don't think you
I don't
did. I don't believe so. I did not hear you say draw, so.
Actually, no.
she's too excited about.
You're like,
trolling
my food!
and-
My food is here! Like, when I can't sleep at night, I'll just roam around the house, and I just roam around naked, and I just stand in front of my windows, and I'm just always wondering if there's, like, people driving by or doing... Well, I do see people driving by, but, like, I like to think that they think I'm just, like, a ghost that just floats around and just looks out windows and stares out, like in movies, because that's what I would assume is happening. I'd be like, oh, where's that creepy old lady just standing in the window staring at me? And then she disappears and goes to a different window. I lead quite an interesting life sometimes.
Alright, I'm back.
All right.
I'm going to play a Terramorphic Expanse as my land for a turn. I'm going to tap in just a second and go find myself a... It doesn't really matter. A forest, I guess. And then I will pass my turn.
I will play an island and pass.
All right. No one taps, no up, keeps draw. We're gonna play a woodland cemetery untapped because I control a swamp and pass.
Okay, me again. All right, let's do something interesting. I don't know what yet. Let's draw. Let's go. Interesting. We have damaging lands, huh? I'm gonna play this Battlefield Forge. I can tap it for a colorless, or I can tap it for a red or a white, and it deals 1 damage to me. I would like to pay 1 and do a point of damage to myself. And then I am going to play a impulsive pilferer. When it dies, I get a treasure token. It doesn't have haste, so it's just going to chill. And I'm going to pass.
Does have the encore, though. He's a good monkey.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He is not good in one-player game. Well, he's okay in one-player games. He's not as cool. Let us... I guess that's what we'll do. We will play a Dunes of the Dead, which when it is put into the graveyard or the battlefield, I create a 2/2 black zombie creature. It is also a desert. I'm going to tap my one green and my Desert of the Dead, or Dunes of the Dead, and I'm going to play an Explore. I may play an additional land this turn and draw a card. That will go into my graveyard, which I don't know why I had that sideways. We will draw our card for a turn, or for our Explore, and then we will play a Jungle Shrine as our second land. And that makes... Is that Jund? Is that the colors I'm playing? I don't know any other colors besides Grixis.
Red, white, green is
Naya.
Naya.
Naya! Okay.
Black, red, green is done.
At least I wasn't like, I'm a big fan of this, and then say the wrong thing, so I guess... Yeah, I have no idea what colors these are. I'll pass my turn.
You're hilarious.
You're great. I'll play a Sulphur Falls.
I'm better with the shards than I am with the wedges. I'll just say that.
Oh, see the wedges I got.
Shards and wedges. Shards and
I'll
wedges.
tap 2 to play an Is It Signet and pass.
Shards and wedges sound like shapes of poops. I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh.
Wow. Okay.
I would play on a Mars.
The first time I've ever heard that reference. But okay. Wedges I get, shards not so much.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at least the wedge comes out nicely, but like the shard, that doesn't count.
Yeah, if you got shards, you need more fiber in your diet.
Yeah.
No, Quinn, she is wrong.
Was that it, Tom?
Sorry,
Yeah, pass.
sorry for interrupting your turn, Tom. With
No one taps, no upkeeps, draw.
Okay, we're all involved in the poop conversation.
We were all involved in the two conversation. You're all wrong. We're gonna play this island. We're gonna pay 3 for Kadama's Reach. We're gonna go fetch 2 basics, 1 to battlefield, 1 to hand. Let's see. Let's grab a forest because I don't have a basic forest yet. We'll put that into play, and then we'll put an island to hand.
Mhm.
And that's going to be it for me. I'll pass.
All right. I'm going to add tap. I'm going to draw. Interesting. Unless you control 2 or fewer. Okay, so this Black Cleave Cliffs enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer lands. I control 2, so it doesn't enter tapped, right?
Yep.
Love that.
the wording
Okay.
always throws me off for some reason.
Well, and I never play with these lands, so
'Cause
to
you
me
want it-
that just feels
Because you
weird.
expect it to be the other way around.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why they suck. And they're in precon.
Okay. I have a 1/1, and I'm the only one with a creature. I get my choice of who I want to attack.
You do.
You sure do.
20.
Surprise!
It's my right.
I'll take 1.
I will pass. What I do.
Untap. And draw for turn. Gonna play myself a plains as my land. And then tap 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna play an Oracle of Moldiah. Elf
Nice.
Shaman, 2/2. I may play an additional land on each of my turns. I play with the top card of my library revealed, and I may play land cards from the top of my library. There is a Decimate on top of my library right now.
Oh,
That's always good for everybody, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. I am going to play an additional land for the turn, so I'm going to play this Forest. And then I am going to pass.
I will play a mountain. I'll tap that mountain to tap this for 2 mana and play an arcane signal. Sure. Then I'll bring out Stellar Leaf. She can't count herself, right? As a second spell? I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
Whenever you
Alright,
cast a spell each turn, exile the top card of your library until the end of I mean, it should count itself.
Think so?
Yeah, why wouldn't it?
Because it's not out yet.
Because
Yeah.
she wasn't in play yet.
Yeah, I don't think she's
Yeah.
seeing
Oh,
her.
it wasn't there to see the trigger. Okay,
Yep.
I gotcha.
She wasn't in play yet. That's
Okay.
what it is.
I will pass my turn.
Untaps. Little base up here. No upkeep triggers draw for turn. Oh, that's a good one. Let's play this Twilight Mire as our land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man, that Decimate is not.
What's wrong with Decimate? It's a good card.
It's just hanging out. It's not hurting anybody.
Well, when you don't have any interaction in your hand, and all of the things that you want to cast are 4 or better.
Don't want to really lose those things.
I'm gonna do this. So we'll tap that to tap that for 2 black and 2 others for Gaunty, Lord of Luxury.
The other one.
On ETB, look at the top 4 cards of target opponent's library. Exile one of them face down and put the rest of the bottom of that library in random order. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. The mana of any type you spent to cast that spell. Amara!
What's happening?
You can just give me that Decimate.
Okay.
I'll just take that Decimate. You can put the rest of the stuff on the bottom of your library. I'm gonna take that Decimate.
I don't like that.
Right? That's not good.
Don't
I know.
like that
Makes
at
no
all.
I recognize that there was a problem, and I found it.
Nobody, you're the problem. You found yourself.
It's bad.
All right. I'll just put that right over there, and that'll be it for me. I will pass the turn.
How am I supposed to use that on you if I don't have it?
I mean, that's kind of the idea.
So what happens with that Decimate? You just get to choose whenever you
It just sits there in exile until I decide I want to play it.
When Gaunty, Lord of Luxury, enters the battlefield, top 4 cards. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm going face down to put the rest on the bottom. You may look at it and cast a card for as long as it remains in exile. But it's a Decimate is a sorcery, right? So you can still only play it at sorcery speed?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can't play it during my turn.
And you
Not
have to be
unless I have something that gives all my spells flash.
and you'd have to be able to target everything with it as well.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Bonder's Clave as my land for turn. Donnie.
What?
Oh yeah, we can see the top card of my library still. So Mirage Mesa. You still there, Jen?
There's
Okay.
your bait.
Okay.
There's my date.
There's your bait. I know you're not gonna like that.
I love captivating crew.
Auntie is a 2/3, so my swings aren't really good. I will pass turn.
So, captivating crew, when they gain control of a target opponent's creature, is that committing a crime?
Yeah.
Sure is.
Oh, because it says
Because it's
target.
target creature.
That's funny.
That is a crime.
That is funny. Okay, I'm going to draw this Mirage Mesa, and top card of my library is a Desert of the Feverent. I think we'll just play that off the top of our library, because we can.
I actually really like the whole crime thing. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do.
Yeah, it's fun. I was like,
I knew I was going to love it.
I was like, I already commit enough crimes during games, so I'm like, oh, this is nothing new.
Exactly.
It's putting a mini game in the game.
It's
Yeah.
just another layer, okay?
Another layer. I'm gonna play myself a Scavenging Grounds, which is a desert, and I can exile all graveyards if I pay 2 and tap it. Which, you know what, that might happen. Do I just want to draw that? How much does that cost? 5? Can't quite cast it this turn. My commander cost a bazillion mana. Cost 7 right now. I guess I could almost play it. Almost. Guess we'll wait another turn. We're gonna tap 1 red and 1 colorless. We're gonna play a Bitter Reunion. It's an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, I'm gonna discard a card, or I may discard a card, and then I draw 2 cards. And I can also pay 1 colorless and sack it to give my creatures haste until end of turn. I am going to discard this Mirage Mesa, and then I will draw 2 cards. There we go. Oh yeah, you get to see them anyway, so it's a Scare Chiller is my second card. And a Skull Winder is the top card. I like Skull Winder. He does stuff. He lets me make friends. I'm gonna tap 1 and 2, and 3 and 4 total. To play this Scaretiller. He's a scarecrow. He's 1/4. Whenever he becomes tapped, I can choose one. I may put a land card from my hand onto the battlefield tapped, or I can return a land card from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped. He's a 1/4. He is.
I got a lot of mileage out of that little bad boy yesterday.
Did you? He seems really good. He's a nice blocking body, and he brings things back, and you can put things out if you have extras.
Yeah.
Seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Scaretiller. I shall.
Especially in a deck where you're sacking lands and all
Yeah.
that other fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass my turn on to you, Tom. You got a lot of ramp going on up there. Apparently wasn't paying attention.
Some of us were paying attention to Tom.
I saw his commander come out.
Don't like the way you said that. Okay. And mountain is land for turn. I'll play Baral's Expertise. And I will return the Oracle, the Scare Tiller, and the Captivating Crew to their hands.
Okay.
I don't want Gonti to get cast again.
That
I
makes
can cast a spell with mana value 4 or less from my hand without paying its mana cost, so I will cast Propaganda, which is my second spell, so I will exile Volcanic Torrent. I don't have the mana to cast that.
There
But
it
I
is.
will go to combat and swing Stella at Amara.
I will take 2.
Is the sound cutting out for you? The sound is cutting out for us.
Every once in a while, it looks like you leave the chat.
What? Okay.
Yeah, like your name disappears. It's just me and Amara on my screen.
I wonder if we're having
my,
internet issues.
I mean,
Like, instead of it doing that, it just shuts down your Discord?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I've been looking at my Discord the whole time. It hasn't. Huh.
I
All right, we'll keep an eye on it.
I haven't noticed anything.
Interesting.
So I don't know if you heard that or not, but I returned the Captivating Crew to your hand with the Browse expertise.
Boom.
Got it.
And then pass.
All right. Good decisions there, Tom. Good decisions.
That's how you know you made bad decisions.
I don't like how any of this is working.
I didn't want Baral to be cast again. Not Baral, Conti.
No straw. What? Let's see. What do I want?
So instead you made 2 enemies, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game of Magic, if not friends and enemies.
That does increase. Now, I'll go Exotic Orchard as my land per turn. And then. Let's see. I think. Now we bring Gonti to the party.
Gonti to the party.
4, 5. Alright. Spells you cast but don't own cost 1 less to cast. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, look at the top card of that player's library, then exile it face down. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. Amara, what do you got on top there? Skullwinder.
I do have a Skullwinder.
Creature card from your graveyard to your hand, which is an opponent. Okay.
But think, everybody else could have something cooler.
I mean, it's possible. And yet, it would get me my Kodama's Reach back. And I could help Tom, and we can get that Brawl's expertise back. Because I think me and Tom are on the same page here.
I don't know.
We're not on the same page here, Tom?
You worry me sometimes.
You tell him.
You're not the target, though, buddy.
Not that I know of.
Not
Not
yet.
yet, right? You know what? Let's do... I do got to give Tom a pass because he didn't target any of my stuff. So, Jen, we're going to send Gonti your direction. To Death Touch.
I don't want it. Let's look. You're sending that Gonti at me. So nothing happens when you swing with it, right?
Nothing happens when I swing with it. But when it deals damage,
Other Gonti's gonna trigger.
the other Gonti will trigger.
Oh, because you have it in play. Damn it.
Yes.
Double
So
Gontis.
do I block it? Do I block it with a 1/1? I do. I block it with a 1/1.
2 damage?
Yeah, because I
Alright.
don't want that Gonti to trigger, and if I don't take combat damage, it doesn't trigger, right?
That's
Yep.
right.
And you get treasure,
Yep.
so...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I get a
See,
treasure,
you
so
get it.
F you, Don.
All right. That's it for me. I will pass the turn.
All right, my turn. I'll put this into my hand. I will draw. Okay, I will play a Caves of Koilos as my land for turn. Let's do Donnie. I don't like anything you're doing.
You know, you always say that.
I know, but there's a reason. What is Gonti?
Gonti's 5/5.
Gonti is an Etherborn rogue. That's a problem. That makes him an outlaw.
He is an outlaw.
That means I
He
can't
put a hat
use
on.
this to destroy target
non-outlaw.
outlaw.
That's true. That
Because
you
he's
can't
an
do
outlaw.
that. He's an outlaw.
I dislike it. Both Gontis. Damn it, Gonti. Alright. Instead... No, I don't want to do that either. I guess we're going to go ahead and we're just going to pay 2. We're going to play this Rakdos Signet. And then we're going to go ahead and pay... Let's pay 1 for a red and a black. 2 others, so there's at least 1 red. We're going to replay this Captivating Crew. Pass turn. That's all I can do.
Okay, I will untap. Dun, dun, dun. I will draw this mystery card. I will... guess we'll play the Sheltered Thicket as our land. We'll come into play tapped. Yeah, I guess that's what we do. I'm gonna tap 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Actually, we'll do this differently. We'll leave this Jungle Shrine up. And we shall play Yuma, the Proud Protector. 6/6 human ranger. Whenever it enters the battle, Yuma enters the battlefield or attacks, you may sacrifice a land. If you do, draw a card. Whenever a desert is put into your graveyard from anywhere, create a 4/2 green plant warrior creature token with reach. I am going to sacrifice a land. I'm going to sacrifice this Dunes of the Dead. When it's put into my graveyard from the battlefield, I'm going to create a zombie creature token. And then I'm also going to create a plant creature token. And then... Now that we've done... Oh, yeah, we draw a card from a desert going into the graveyard. And we just have 1 land. Mr. Gonti.
Mm-hmm.
If that's really your name. I think I'm gonna pay 1 and sacrifice this Bitter Reunion and give all my creatures haste. And Donnie, I'm gonna swing Yuma at you for 6.
Yuma's a 6/6. That's commander damage tomorrow.
That is commander damage.
Damn it. Wow. All right, I guess I'm taking 6 to the face.
I like it. I support this.
And then I will pass my turn while I go to my next draw step. The Infinite Token draw step.
I'll put an island as land for turn. Because I don't want it to go away forever. I will cast this Volcanic Torrent, so I will Cascade. Aw.
Ha
You lose things.
Lock and load. Lock and load will get cast. Draw a card, then draw a card for each other instant or sorcery spell you've cast this turn. So far, it's just the one. And then volcanic will resolve, doing 2 damage to each creature my opponents control.
Dude, I just drew this zombie. I was just drawing the zombie in this plan.
And it's gone. Just like that. And
You'll get more.
And then they kill my zombies now. What is your problem, Tom? This zombie didn't hurt you.
That means I've cast a second spell. So I will. Sheevan Brief. Oh. I guess that leaves Amara open, so I will go to combat and swing.
I am open. I will take
That's
2.
the spirit.
Boop, boop. Beep, boop.
Then I will pass.
Alright. Untaps. No upkeep triggers. Draw for turn. Oh my. That's interesting. Let's do. Let's just keep the trainer running here. I'll play another swamp as my land for turn. And then. Let's see. I've got. That's green. That's green.
Your face is green.
And then.
Got the insult.
There's 4.
Your face is 4.
There's 5. How about Orin Frostfang?
Not. Can you
Attacking
just
creatures you control
not?
at that touch. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
I hate this. Orin Frostfang, man, this card.
Fair.
I have a bone to pick with this card. Our favorite is Lewis, our friend, Teferi's first barber. He had like 6 of them in play, and it was a nightmare because then every time he attacked, he drew so many cards. I think he milled himself that game.
That's the best way
There
to
is a
die.
downside, right? There is a downside to having too many of them.
It is. That's how I died a game with Morbid Opportunist and Calamity. I was just drawing so many cards from all my death triggers that I was like, oh, yep, I'm gonna die. I only have 40 cards. This is not great.
Yep. I draw all my stuff. Here we are.
Let's see. What do we want to do here? I think we just. At the risk of.
I started following this new person on Twitch, and it's kind of funny. Their name is Urza's Homeboy.
Yeah.
That's their Twitch name.
Think, you know what? We're just gonna. Amara, we're gonna return the favor.
Yes!
Gonti's gonna come at you for 5, and then Tom, we're gonna send the other Gonti your way for 2.
You paying 2?
I'm paying the 2 right there.
I will accept this Gonti damage, and I will flip. Oh, gross.
Oh yes, love it.
Don't
What
like
is it?
a rumbleweed.
Absolutely, rumbleweed.
A Vigilance Rage Trample 8/8?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it gives
I like
all
that.
white creatures +3/+3, and they gain trample.
Wait, do you just get this, or do you have to pay for this, Donnie?
I have to pay
Gonti
for it
says
still.
Yeah.
it gets exiled face down. I have to pay for it, but it also prevents Amara from having it.
That's true. But at least
Yeah.
you don't have it right now.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It is a 10.
But you don't have any land in your graveyard.
I know. I'm. It's gonna be well. Yeah,
It's
it'll
an
be a few
8/8.
turns before I can. Oh, that's it's an 8.
Yeah.
It
Just-
costs 11.
Yeah, don't let Donnie get 11 mana. So.
Yes.
I mean, I've already got 9.
Ugh.
So,
Just like it.
And then we're just gonna write Rumbleweed up on top of there. We'll put that over there in the exile pile.
Gross.
And then
Right. He saws this decimate.
two creatures dealt combat
Yeah.
damage, so I'll draw 2 cards.
Mhm.
And I will pass the turn.
All right, Donnie.
You
you
get
get
a card from me too?
Do what?
You get a card from me too?
No, because it only says whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage. Oh no,
Oh, to a player. To a player. Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
yes, I do. Yep,
Yeah, you do. That's
It's an island.
perfect. I will exile that island right here.
I am gonna play a Shadow Blood Ridge as Maland for turn. I guess we go. Let's go 1 for a red and a black. Then we need a white, and that's gonna do a point of damage to me with that land. And then I just need one other. We're gonna play Olivia.
Yay!
Olivia, Opulent Outlaw. Flying Lifelink. I just need some outlaws.
Man, Gonti's an outlaw.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which
which-
an outlaw.
is not cool.
But you have a captivating crew, so you could commit a crime against Gonti by stealing Gonti.
That's right. You can steal it.
Oh my god. Hold on. For 4, I could do 1 for 2, 3, and 4. I could do it this turn. So when I activate Captivating Crew, gain control of target creature and opponent controls till end of turn and untap it. I like it. We're gonna do it. So we're gonna pay 1 for 2, and then 1 more at least. Oh, and the treasure just goes. But that's a total of 4, and I would like to gain control of Gonti. Give it to me. Right. Gonti, I know we can just. It's magic, everyone. It's magic. Okay. So whenever 1 or more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, look at the top card of that player's library. You know what the right thing to do here is?
Hit Amara with it.
No,
I have a 1.
I hate it. You have a 2.
I mean, you
6.
could hit Tom with it, but you're not going to hit me with it.
No, I'd really like to hit you with it, but
I'm
it's
sure
silly
you would.
because it would just bounce off this freaking snake. Freaking snake. Fine, Tom, you have more life. I would like to swing Gonti at you for 5.
This is the right choice.
Are you paying 2 for propaganda?
Oh, damn it, I can't.
Guess you gotta punch him off.
Come and punch
Alright.
me. I can deserve it, I guess. I'll go to
Swing
20.
at you for
I'll
5.
go to 26. That's 5 more commander damage.
Commander damage.
And you may cast Escape to the Wilds as long as it is exiled.
That's a good card.
So if I don't have Gonti anymore, can I still do that?
Yes, because it was exiled while it was in your control.
All right, then let's write it down. So that's Escape to the Wild.
See, we went into this game and Amara was all like, you don't need to do that to me because I don't have anything good in this deck.
Everybody keeps taking all my good stuff.
All right. I think that is all I can do. So Donnie, you're gonna get Gonti back, and I. Oh, hold on. Whenever 1 or more outlaws I control, because I did control it, right?
Yep.
So I get a treasure.
Get some treasures.
All right. I pass.
I will untap. I will draw
I like that I can
return.
steal your Gonti, Donnie, but I would like to beat you over the head with it. I gotta get rid of your snake.
Let's see here.
I mean, attacking me with Gonti would have gotten rid of the snake, but wouldn't have gotten rid
Well,
of it.
your snake is not an outlaw.
No, it's not.
F your snake.
Could be an outlaw, though. Let's see here. What do we want to do? Guess we can do that. That's things. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm gonna play Titania, Protector of Argoth. When she enters the battlefield, I'm going to return a land card from my graveyard to the battlefield. Which, I'm going to return this Dunes of the Dead to the battlefield. And whenever a land you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a 5/3 elemental creature token. Then we are going to go to combat, I do believe. I'm gonna swing Yumo over. I don't want to pay the 2. I need my mana for stuff. Okay, I'm gonna attack Yuma. Is gonna come over at you, Donnie. We'll see if your snake wants to block or not. And then
Yeah,
Mara, you know you're doing this to yourself, right?
I know. I'm trying to be the problem everywhere.
I'll take 6 more commander damage.
I'm gonna sack this Dunes of the Dead to Yuma on attack, and that will create a zombie creature token. It will create a elemental creature token, and it will create a 4/2 plant creature token. Yes. Value. And then I will draw a card as well. Okay, that was a lot of things that just happened. I am going to play this Bristling Backwoods as my land for a turn. It enters the battlefield tapped. It's a desert, and I'm going to do 1 damage to you, Tom.
Aw.
You're at 30. Yeah, the 2 of you are at 38. Now
we are.
One of you had to go down a little bit. I do not think we shall do anything else this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I will pass on to you, Tom. That's right, I still got to use my zombie token that I drew.
This time.
This time.
Yeah, you would. Alright. I'll play this Sheevan Reef from Stella Exile. Oh.
Why does that look like Groot?
It's gonna be Groot.
Tap 2 to play Radical Idea to draw a card.
Radical dude.
Then I will play Expressive Iteration.
Nice. Is it Dex doing Is It Things?
Yep.
I'll put that one into my hand. Exile Mountain, and this one on the bottom. And that is my second. So I exile Galvanic Iteration.
All the iterations.
Yeah.
That Groot is quite
I'm going to pass from there.
Really?
Hmm.
Okay. Untaps.
Yes.
No upkeep triggers, draw for turn. let's go. We'll play this overflowing basin as our land for turn. Okay. Spells in graveyards. What do we got?
I have an impulsive pilfer.
I have an explorer and a bitter reunion.
What do you got over there, Tom?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Spells in graveyards.
Oh. Expressive Iteration, Radical Idea, Volcanic Torrent, Lock and Load, and Baral's Expertise.
Baral's Expertise. That's tasty. I'm gonna be a menace. Alright, so I'm going to tap this exotic orchard to tap the overflowing basin for a blue and a green. And then we'll tap that for another blue. We'll tap that for a fourth. And we're going to cast Arcane Heist. You may cast target instant or sorcery card from an opponent's graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell would be put into their graveyard, exile it instead. It also has Cipher. Then you may exile this spell card and code it on a creature you control. Whenever that creature deals combat damage to a player, its controller may cast a copy of the encoded card without paying its mana cost.
Tom, don't let that happen.
Oh boy.
Do you have any way to stop it, Tom?
No. I thought I did, but it's a sorcery.
That is unfortunate.
Alright, so I'm going to cast Baral's Expertise.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to return Stella. I'm going to return Jen's Soul Ring. Or no, that's a treasure token.
I mean, you
The
can
treasure
return-
token is an artifact, so we're going to return that to your hand.
It's fucking rude.
Fucking
Rude, Donnie. That's
right.
it. I'm coming for you.
And what else I want to do? Let's have Mara pick up
I'm destroying your snake in just a minute.
Yuma.
Okay. You want to go to my hand?
Yep. And then I get to cast a card from my hand with mana value 4 or less without paying its mana cost. And that's going to be Edric, Spymaster of Trust.
I love this card.
And then I'm going to cipher the Arcane Heist onto Gonti. And then we are going to move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to send Gonti at Tom. I'll pay the 2.
Are you swinging anything at anyone
Okay.
else?
Nope, that's it. I'm just bringing Gonti at Tom.
Okay. I'll exile a mountain for you.
All right, we will get a mountain. Do that. We're in a
Donnie in his
second.
little exile pile. Of
Yeah.
And then because Gonti did combat damage, we're going to cast Arcane Heist again.
That's horrible.
And
Yeah.
what?
Gee,
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Or not Arcane Heist. We're gonna cast the Brawl's Expertise again.
Does it get exiled though? Off of the first cast?
Cipher. Well, yes, it does, but it says then you may exile this spell and code it on a creature you control, so it's exiled under Gonti.
Well, your spell is exiled under Gonti. The Arcane Heist is.
Oh, the Arcane Heist is.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
So it becomes
oh,
basically like an enchantment, basically.
Gotcha. Okay. I thought it was. the
Yeah.
spell
Oh my gosh, you would just keep returning things? That would be horrible.
I mean, that's what I was. That's where I was going in my head.
Yeah.
Okay, so I get to choose another target though.
Hey, Raiders, what's going on, Benji?
Hey,
Hey,
Benji.
Benji.
Donnie's committing crimes against us.
I am committing crimes.
It's
against-
horrible crime.
What else you got in your graveyard there, Tom?
Lock and Load, Volcanic Torrent, Radical Idea, and Expressive Iteration.
Torrents. Let me look these up.
You can't just pick one at random, Donnie.
No.
No.
All right. Okay.
Lock and Load is draw a card, then draw a card for each other instant or sorcery you cast this turn. Volcanic Torrent has Cascade, and it deals X damage to each creature and planeswalker your opponent's control, where X is the number of spells you cast this turn. Radical Idea is draw a card, and it has Jumpstart. And Expressive Iteration is look at the top 3 of your library, put one into your hand, one bottom of the library, and you go.
So I've already cast 1, 2, 3. If I grab the Volcanic Torrent, that'll be the 4th spell I've cast this turn. So it'll do 4 damage to each creature and planeswalker I don't control.
Yeah.
I like that. I think
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
I hate it.
You're a monster.
And
Monster.
then,
And then that'll cascade.
top of the library equal to that.
And drew all these wonderful Infinito.
Either way. There's
So these
Island, Orochi, Soul Reaver. There's a Putrefy.
You're a putrefy.
Until you actually are the cost. Okay, so Putrefy costs less. Putrefy says destroy target artifact or creature and it can't be regenerated.
I have nothing left to destroy.
Broke all of our toys.
Yep.
Artifact or creature. You do still have artifacts.
I hope you poop shards.
No wedges for you, sir.
That is a callback.
I think we're gonna hit
Oh, but-
Tom's Arcane Signet on the Putrefy.
It destroys?
Yes.
Donnie,
And those go on the bottom. What?
what the hell?
What?
Coming for
And then creature that I control dealt combat damage, so I'm gonna draw for that. And then Orange Frostfang, I'm gonna draw for that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh
6,
yeah,
7,
this is
8.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Donnie's drawing too many cards. He's got too much power. We need to take him down.
Yeah. Yeah.
He played my deck.
We need to get a posse together and take this no good varmint down.
Get a rope.
Yeah.
Go up somewhere.
Get a rope. Let's see. I still have.
Hi,
I'll be
Benji.
generous.
How was your stream?
I still have 2 mana available.
Benji, Donnie's
Is there
being a meanie.
anything-
This is true.
Being a meanie.
He's being so mean to us.
Yes,
Not that
being a
there's
builder.
do anything.
Especially me currently.
It's your fault all this is happening.
Glad you had a good stream, Benji.
I don't have any other plays, unfortunately.
Oh no! Whatever will we do?
I still need additional mana, so I'm just gonna pass turn here.
Thank God.
What was the
Sorry.
second deck you built, Benji? I saw the first one.
I'm gonna draw. I'm not gonna do anything exciting, but oh, nah, nah.
Oh.
Aha, your marker's not working, Donnie.
No, these markers are.
They worked really well in the beginning, but they're not so
Yeah.
great anymore. I would like to. Let's do this. This was a fun card the other day. Oh, not untapped.
Blasphemous
Let's
act,
go.
right?
One. Into two. With
Need to get some new pens.
3 down to 4, and I would like to play a Misfortune Teller
That's a good card too.
for Death Touch 3/1. That when it enters the battlefield or deals combat damage to a player, I can exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature, I get a 2/2 rogue. If it's a land, I get a treasure. Otherwise, I gain 3 life. Donnie, what's in your graveyard?
Oh, all kinds of cool stuff.
What do you have in the way of creatures?
None.
I hate that.
I have a Kodama's Reach and a Putrefy. That's all that's in my
Kodama
graveyard.
Reach and a Putrefy.
Yep.
I am going to exile the Putrefy,
Okay.
and then I'm going to gain 3 life. All right. I like this Misfortune Teller. This is a fun card.
It's a good card.
Okay. I still have a 3. Donnie, I don't like you drawing cards. Your snake, I can deal with. We will go ahead and pay 1 into 2 for the Shadow Bloodridge. We will play a Shoot the Sheriff.
Shop the sheriff.
But it's shoot.
I know.
The snake
And then
sheriff.
I would like to destroy target non-outlaw creature, which is that freaking snake.
Okay, the snake will die.
In your face, snake sheriff. There's a
Alright.
snake in my boot.
Yeah, there's a
What a thing to
Um,
have said.
That's all I can do, though. I'm going to pass turn.
That's the best thing about magic. It gives me reasons to say stupid things I would never say normally, because normally those things do not exist or should not be. Or I'm gonna draw a card for turn.
How does that know with legal restriction, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's interesting.
I'll play a plains. Karuga.
Right?
Man, I don't know what I want to do.
It's like a noise that something makes.
Yeah. Just reminds me of the episode of Seinfeld where it's just like Kruger, Kruger, Kruger. Do I want to do that? Guess I'm gonna
Very
replay my commander.
Donnie, I can't believe you made me pick up my treasure token.
You know what? If you were nice to me, I probably wouldn't do things like that.
You know, you were nice to me.
3, 4, 5, and we'll just have this scavenging grounds as our 5th. And leave this forest up there. Okay, we're gonna recast Yuma, Proud Protector. When it enters the battlefield, I'm gonna sacrifice a land. I'm gonna sacrifice the scavenging grounds, and then I'm gonna draw a card from that, and then I'm gonna re-put out this plant token that I drew so hard that has died twice now.
It's the cutest.
He's so adorable. What is happening? Oh, I hate everything that's going on over there, Donnie.
Yep. I'm right there.
You know what, Amara? Now you know how I feel every time I have to sit across the table from you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Donnie,
I mean, Jen still does have 41 life. I'm just saying.
That
do
is
not.
true. 1, 2, and 3.
why do we gotta point that out?
You're the one throwing rocks at me, lady.
I am going to cast a Wreck and Rebuild, and destroy target artifact or enchantment, or mill 5 cards, and then I may put a land card from my graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. I am actually going to destroy that enchantment that's on Conti.
That's not an enchantment.
It's not an enchantment.
Oh,
no,
it's the
it's
one
Cypher.
Yeah,
that
because it's just
It's
ciphers.
encoded.
It's just it's coded.
I hate it. I hate everything about this.
I was waiting for you to say that, and be like, no, you're not. You should.
Okay, I'm gonna mill 5 cards. Mill 5 cards. Dune Charmer, or Chanter, Timber, turn Timber Sower. Is on. Sheffet Dunes and a Plains. Okay, so I'm gonna return one of my lands to my. Do I want to do that one? No, we'll just bring back Scavenging Grounds. Why not? Comes back to the battlefield tapped. And then that will go to my graveyard. It does have flashback. I don't think we're doing anything else. Never a desert is put into your graveyard from anywhere. Aha! A desert was put in my graveyard from anywhere because of the dunes that I just put in
Get
there.
another 4-2?
Woohoo! Second Groot. Same as the first.
Yeah.
Think I will just pass after that.
Okay. So end for turn, I'll play an exotic orchard.
I believe in you, Tommy.
I will bring back Stolly.
Dolly's back.
Still a wee.
That's red, and I will cast the Galvanic Iteration. So whenever I cast my next instant or sorcery, I will copy it. That's my second spell for the turn. Oh,
Ponder.
Ponder.
I will tap for blue, and I will cast Ponder. So I will get to copy it.
Nice.
2 Ponders.
Don't forget that Edgar's out here, or Edric's out here. So if you attack any of my opponents, you can draw cards.
I'll put them like that.
But you're the one
Draw
who's
that
You
one.
killed all of our creatures.
Do it again for the copy. Shuffle. Draw. Oh. Tap that for colorless. Red and blue, and I'll play Veyron, Voice of Duality.
Oh, we don't like that. We don't like that at
And
all.
I will
That's wonderful.
pass my turn.
Okay. On taps. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we can get up to this turn. Alright.
She's so silly because she triggers herself.
Okay. We're gonna play this Access Tunnel as our land for turn. Interestingly enough, you can pay 3 to tap it, and target creature of power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn.
Interest me enough.
That's fun.
Let me tell you what I would like to do with your access tunnel.
Whoa!
Just let me. I'm going to let you know that I'm sending more than 3 power up your access tunnel.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Alright. Okay. So Jen, you only have
Benji.
one blocker, honey?
I do. I have a 3/1 death touch.
That is.
So if you would like whatever you're attacking me with to die, I'm happy to block it with a death toucher.
I'm not worried about that
Yum, yum.
because I also have a death toucher I can send your direction. So.
Well, then they could both die.
Exactly.
You can touch each other to death.
You
Yes, they'll
literally.
touch each other. I mean, that's basically what Lamar was just threatening to do to me. So.
Touch it. Makes me think of the Rocky
Yeah.
Horror Picture Show.
I think that's really very interesting.
I'm sending more than 3 power up your access tunnel. Sounds so threatening. It really does. Hilarious.
All right.
This is why you play Magic with your friends, everyone.
So I think the first thing we need to do. Ugh.
Just have fun no matter what's happening.
All right, we are going to.
And then we all team up and kill Donnie. Let's go. That's what I'm here for.
We're going to pay. How much was it again to cast? Decimate? It's 3
4.
because
Oh,
Gonti
yeah, Gonti.
Gonti makes it 1 less. So I'm going to pay 3
Uh-oh.
and I'm going to cast this Decimate from exile.
You can use mana of any color to do it.
Yep.
I hate that.
We're going to hit Propaganda. We're going to hit Yuma. No. We're going to hit Propaganda. We're going to hit
You be careful right now. You be careful right now.
We're going to hit the Misfortune Teller.
I love her.
And we're going to hit...
Love the Misfortune Teller, and she never lives. People always want to kill her. I'm building a new deck because I want her in it. She's amazing.
We're going to hit this... No, we're not. We don't want to do that. Amaro, that untapped planes you have, we're going to hit that for the lane.
What?
He's so rude.
He is.
The Decimate,
I don't like
Decimate
this.
goes to Amara's graveyard.
What artifact did you get?
Oh, I need an artifact, huh?
Yeah.
I got
Oh.
an enchantment.
I have a signet. I think I'm the only one.
Yeah, but you got less mana than Tom does, so
Okay.
yeah, we'll hit the locket or whatever that is over there.
The signet.
Is it signet? Yeah, we'll hit that for the artifact.
Oh,
I know, right? It's so
I've
disappointing.
had crimes committed against.
That you have.
Yes, you have.
I should build Roxanne so I can sing the song while I play her.
And then Jen is at 41 life. So,
Yeah, and now thanks to you, I have no blockers.
I mean, you're welcome.
Am I?
I think you are welcome, yes.
Yeah, I'll kick you later. That's what I'm here for. How much damage are you doing to me? And is it Gonti?
You know what? We're gonna. Oh, we don't have any blocks.
Oh, Roxanne is the... Yeah,
What?
Roxanne Starfall Savant, right? That color. Oh, meteorite! What?
Yeah, she makes little meteorites. Which
I
is
love
what
that.
my cats do that, and I don't appreciate it.
we're gonna.
An artifact token for mana, add 1 mana of any type. Artifact token produced.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
I like it.
Alright, so we're gonna send Gonti, Edric, and Gonti at Jen.
Which Gonti?
Both of them.
You're sending them both at me?
Yes.
How much am I taking?
No blocks.
I have no
You killed all of your creatures.
Well,
Are you serious? Like this land
I
ranger.
would like to pay 2 black and 1 other,
Oh,
and I'm
jeez.
gonna I'm gonna play 3 black or
Are you gonna ninjutsu?
2 black and 2 other, and I'm gonna ninjutsu in Nashi, in place of Gonti.
Regular
or luxury.
Conti?
Ugh, that means you're gonna cast Gonti again. Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
These are the noises
Oh,
I
no.
do. All right, how much am I taking then?
All right, so there's 3, 4, 5. It's a total of 10 damage,
All right, I will go down to 31.
and then
And then
each of you
exile-
will exile the top card of your libraries.
Elvish Rejuvenator.
Potty Jen.
Haughty Jin.
Oh, I thought you said Potty Jen. I was like, who is Potty? Are you calling Jen Potty Jen? What is?
Let's see.
I love the
Potty
Potty Jen. I was actually just looking at
Fine.
that.
Power is equal to the number of instant source cards in your graveyard, and so source spells you cast. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that mirror entity is interesting. Or Elvish Rejuvenator, enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. What's up?
The right answer is always mirror entity.
I think.
Sam.
Yeah, because there isn't enough stuff in my graveyard to support the Haughty Gem. So yeah, I'll cast the mirror entity.
I hate it. It's yours. It's exiled. It lives up there.
No,
actually,
no,
you
that
can
comes
just
into play.
use it.
I am casting it.
Here,
There
you
we
can
go.
just-
And you
don't-
lose 3 life for it. Ha ha ha! We got.
Yeah, I do lose 3 life for it.
Yes.
That's okay.
We got there.
Alright.
Boo.
And then this Gonti triggers, so top card of your library, Jen.
It's an isolated chapel.
Just give it to me.
There you
That'll go over here in the exile pile.
I would like to make sure I get those back.
And, oh, you will. Trust me.
You will
And
return my
then-
cards.
Cards. He has
3
totally
creatures dealt
cards.
combat damage, so I'm going to draw 3 cards.
The drawing
I'll go to
cards
play
is
this
what's
deck
killing
again,
us.
and it won't be enough.
3.
How did this happen? How did we
I
let this game
don't
go?
know.
How did Donnie do this?
Partially using everybody else's decks, actually.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
exactly
Yep.
what
Yeah.
how Gonti does it.
That
You're just
sounds
playing
good.
5-color good stuff over there.
At this point.
All right.
A 5-color 4 deck.
I've got 2 mana left. Not really anything I can do with 2 mana. Yeah, not in those colors. Did I play a land? Oh, I did. I played the Access Tunnel this turn because I was going to use it, but then I didn't need it. Oh, almost forgot about the Arcane Heist. So what spells are in your graveyard, babe?
The Misfortune Teller, Shoot the Sheriff, Captivating Crew, and Impulsive Pilfer.
Shoot the Sheriff is the only instant or sorcery, right?
Yep. Shoot the Sheriff is 1 in a black and destroy target non-outlaw creature. Non-outlaw being non-assassin, mercenary, pirate, rogue, or warlock.
Eat shit, Yuma.
Yep.
Donnie. Does it go into exile? Or
Yeah, it
does
goes
go
into
back
exile.
to the-
Yeah.
It goes in that style, man.
Yeah.
It's an exile.
So it can't come back to haunt us later.
That's right. That's right. All right, and I think 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 cards in hand. I've got a discard.
We all have to struggle with Benji.
I will
30 color
pitch.
combinations. I struggle with Golgari. That is my struggle.
Cold-eyed Selkie.
Struggle with all of
it. And
I always struggle with Golgari. Like, I'm always excited and I see things and I'm like, this would be so
That's
much
good
fun.
there,
But
there,
it just
not
never.
good there.
Yeah.
It's my struggle.
Azorius is my problem with 2 colors.
Oh,
That-
sorry.
It just
That
does. Yeah, it's just counters and
Nobody-
stacks. That's what I end up with if I build something. I'm like, well.
I made an Azorius Flyers deck and that was a lot of fun.
All right. I'll also discard this Blade Griff prototype, and
Ooh.
then I will pass the turn.
I love the Blade Griff.
That thing caused some havoc on Sunday. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
It's good.
Like
Right.
making everybody else make terrible choices for you.
I love it. I've never gotten to resolve it,
This will
but
land drop.
I should put it in. It probably has a home in Memnarch.
Create a treasure.
That'd be a good place for it.
I am going to pay 1 for 2 in the signet to play Deadly Dispute. As an additional cost to cast it, I'm going to sacrifice an artifact or a creature. And then that's going to make me a treasure. And I get to draw 2 cards. Boom. That's fun. Now I didn't miss my land drop. Donnie, what's in your graveyard?
Oh, okay.
Good. I would like to bazooka bomb.
Oh, okay. That's fine too.
Goodbye. Ha ha ha. Okay. Now,
If you'd have gotten rid of somebody else's, though, I wouldn't have access to
Okay.
those cards.
this will be fun. Everyone, can we talk about what we think the most problematic thing is on Donnie's board?
Gaunty.
Gonti.
Gonti?
Gaunty
We all
with the
agree?
cipher spell.
Gonti?
Yeah.
Gaunty with the cipher spell.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I would like to. That's going to do a point of damage to me, and that's going to do a point of damage to me. But that's going to be 2 white and 1 other. And I would like to Council's Judgment. So, Will of the Council, starting with me, each player votes for a non-land permanent I don't control. Exile each permanent with the most votes or tied for the most votes. So I would like to vote for Gaunty.
I would like to vote for Gonti. Your turn, Tom.
Aw.
Huh?
Huh? Did
What?
Did you vote?
I said Ganti.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Alright.
that's
beautiful.
bullshit. I guess
So now
my
it
vote doesn't
doesn't-
count.
It doesn't matter what Donnie votes for.
This remains an
I was-
exile.
I was like, Tom, please don't vote for something else.
Right? Because then
I
Donnie.
was like, we could make a deal.
Okay. Happy. That works. That makes me happy. Still have 3 mana. Let's go. Who chooses? Controls. That's interesting. That's super. Sure, let's do it. Oh, maybe we don't. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I would like to pay 1 into the Shadow Blood. Me 2 sacrifices treasure for a total of 3 for Seize the Spotlight. Each opponent, I'm just making y'all do things today. Each opponent chooses Fame or Fortune. For each player who chooses Fame, I'm going to gain control of a creature that player controls till end of turn and untap those creatures, and they gain haste till end of turn. For each player who chooses Fortune, I will draw a card and create a treasure. I have no preference. Amara, you get to vote first.
You can have one of my group tokens.
I like it. I get a Groot, everyone. This will be my Groot, which is a 4/2.
Yep, he has a 4/2 with reach and haste until end of turn.
Beautiful. We're just going to call it Groot. All right, Tom, how about you?
I'll
Night, Benji.
choose.
Sorry, you cut out.
Your mic is cutting out, Tom.
Right?
Fortune.
Fortune, he said.
Fortune.
Fortune.
Yep.
So fortune means
Draw
I
a
get
card
to
and
draw
put
a
token.
card and I get a treasure.
I'm
Beautiful.
going I'm going fortune as well. You're not
So I will
put your grubby mitts on my creature.
grubby mitts.
Now you can use my Groot to go punch Donnie.
Actually, wait a minute. No, I changed. You can borrow the mirror entity.
You can borrow your own mirror entity.
Donnie, you now have no blockers.
Yeah. You don't have anything to attack with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. They have.
Yeah, they get haste.
Oh, okay. So
Good
you get
job.
it for 4 or 6, whatever it is.
I can hit
I'm
you
not dead yet.
For 5.
I can hit you for 5.
I'll take 5. Go down to 19.
I like it. That's something. That's something that I can do. All right, and then these go back to here, Donnie. And then I will pass. It was still fun.
I'm looking at it like, wait a minute. No, screw that. You can have your own creature.
Gonna draw for
I was
turn.
hoping you would.
Let's see here. It's not helpful right now. Think we just play Yuma? That's probably. Yuma's gonna cost me 10. But I have 6 lands in my graveyard, so Yuma's only gonna cost me 4.
Does that include the commander tax?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna tap 1, 2, and 3, and we'll tap the Scavenging Ground, and I will play Yuma, Proud Parent. When it enters the battlefield, I'm gonna have a trigger. I'm gonna sack this Scavenger Ground, which will let me draw a card. And then, since that was a desert, I will make a Plant Man. We'll look and see what we drew. That is a new card. What do we got land-wise? Who wants something back out of their graveyard?
Not Donnie.
Yeah,
I mean,
besides
I love
Donnie.
you, there's nothing there, so.
Let's tap 1,
I like
2.
I have a captivating crew that if you gave it to me back, I could take Donnie's creatures.
That's true. I'm gonna play a Skullwinder. When it enters the battle, it's got Death Touch. It's a 1/3. When it enters the battlefield, I'm gonna return a target card from my graveyard to my hand. Then I'm gonna choose an opponent, and that player is gonna return a card from their graveyard to their hand. I am going to return. Ooh, that is something. I don't know. I have some good stuff in here. And I've never gotten to play this card, but this card is also really good. I think we're gonna take this Dune Chanter, and then Jen, you may have a card back.
I am going to take my captivating crew, which will go to my hand.
Okie dokie. Dune Chanter will go back to my hand. What else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna have discard. I think we're just going to go to combat. Donnie, you have no blockers.
Nope.
I am going to send 1 Plant Man at you. So I have 2 untapped plants and
I will take 4 damage.
and then I shall go to my discard. I'm gonna get rid of this Nantuku Cultivator, and then I will pass. Oh, and then I'm gonna yawn apparently. Don't you laugh at my yawning?
Why not?
Oh no. I didn't have
I'm
anything
gonna
else
tell them
to
what I
say.
want.
I'm going to play Serum Visions. Draw a card and scry 2.
See, this is right about when Fredo started to go off last night. It was Serum Visions that put him off over the. Yeah.
And you do have
I'm
triggers
going
when that
to-
happens first, too.
Discard.
You
What was
will-
that?
You'll have triggers from Varen.
Bayron, yep.
Yeah, it's gonna get. She triggers herself too,
Hey.
so you might want to keep track.
Yeah, so you're. Okay. Ping the one in blue and discarding a mountain to recast from Jumpstart Radical Idea to draw a card. Stella and double from Baron. Guess I'll. Okay. Big land. Blue. Play boots and then
Those boots, did you play those off the top of your library?
two.
Did you exile the top card of
They
your?
were from Stella's.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was an island and the boots. Am I cutting out again?
You are cutting out again.
No.
It's like playing with max health.
Okay, I'm gonna try something.
I'm Tom.
Oh. Okay. Can you hear me?
Ken.
Yes. We can hear you now.
Okay, my earbuds ran out, so I'm just using my phone now. Okay.
That's what I usually did do. I was just like, I just keep my phone open. Just
Yeah,
use
so this is
Discord
gonna
on
be
there.
fun. That's 2 spells, so he's getting +2/+2.
Yeah, you're at +4/+4 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because that's a triggered ability of himself. Okay.
Yeah, she triggers each time.
Bayron triggers itself.
Oh, she. Sorry.
Yeah. Tom.
All right. I'm going to go to combat and swing at Donnie.
It's a smart choice.
What's the damage?
It'll be 6.
I will go down to 9.
All right. And then I will pass.
All right. Uncaps. No upkeep triggers, drop a turn. I'll play this forest as my land for turn. That gets me 2 black. There's 4. Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Let's look at. I think we need to look at Tom.
Dun, dun, dun.
Tom's gonna have like something that maybe helps me not lose the game, or at least not die first.
So the top
So
4
I need
cards.
to top 4 cards of your library, Tom. I see a land.
Got
Is that a treasure cruise?
It is a treasure cruise.
What is a treasure cruise?
Treasure cruise. The best kind of cruise.
And I can pay it without when play it. Let's see. I don't have anything in my graveyard though, so that's not great right now. What's the other one? Oh, Goblin Electromancer.
Yep.
I mean, that just slows
And
you
then 2
down.
lands.
And then 2 lands. You know what? I'm gonna take the treasure cruise just so you can't have it.
That's rude.
Makes sense.
The 3 go to the bottom, or what happens?
The other 3 go to the bottom and roll them. Yep.
Okay.
And then let's see. There's 4, 5. We've got 6 mana available. Get you that. Really just setting up for potentially future turn. I gotta make sure that I don't die first. So we'll pay. No, actually, we won't do that. I'm just gonna pass here. Yeah, we're just gonna pass.
You're just gonna pass?
Yeah, I can't swing at anybody, and I need interaction.
Untap, and I have nothing. I'm gonna draw. I do have this Escape to the Wilds. I
You
can
do.
still do, right?
Yep.
You do.
That do again. That's exile the top 5 cards of your library. You may play exile cards this way until the end of your next turn, and I can play an additional land at this turn. That's interesting. Okay, well, let's start by drawing. I need to do that. I'm gonna play a command tower. I guess I'll hold on to that because I think Donnie, you're such issues. Oh, that's interesting.
This deck is just doing what it wants to do.
What do you have over there right now? You have Gonti. You have that Gonti. You have Edric. What does
Nashi and Mirror Entity.
What does Nashi do? When I click it, it doesn't come up.
Nashi says, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of each player's library. Until end of turn, you may play one of those cards. If you cast a spell this way, pay a life equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost.
I don't want that. Dang it, Donnie, I don't want anything you have. That's not.
That's why I'm playing with everyone else's stuff. My cards are garbage.
My cards are no good.
No. What kind of instants and sorceries does everyone have in their graveyard? Anything that would let me remove Donnie from the game?
None.
No. Well, I have a Decimate in my graveyard now.
There's Decimating, yeah.
Oh.
Large graveyard.
Because that's no longer in exile.
No removal.
Decimate does target artifact, creature, enchantment, and land.
Oh.
But you need to have a target for each of those, so if there's no enchantments out, which I don't
No
think there is.
I don't think there's any artifacts either.
Yeah. I have an Explorer as well, and a Wreck and Rebuild. Yeah, that's it. Shit is
Well-
very wise. Boom.
I guess maybe we just play this card that I have exiled then. Maybe I do just play this Escape to the Wilds. And I can use any mana to do it, right? 3, 4, and 5. So let's go 1. We'll go 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to play Escape to the Wilds. That means I will exile the top 5 cards of my library. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then what? Until my next turn, I can play them. So they're just going to hang out up there.
Yep. And
I've already played a land, so that's not going to matter.
you can play an additional land this turn.
Oh, I can play an additional land. So hey, Rogue's Passage.
My card's
not
doing
now.
work.
Amazing. So that means that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I could play some of these. Life insurance has extort. Whenever a non-token creature dies, any non-token, not just mine, I lose a life and create a treasure token. That's kind of dangerous. I do have 29 life. That might be kind of fun. You know what? No, we're not. We're not. We're gonna pay 2, and we're gonna play this Idol of Oblivion. Yeah, that's 2, and then I am going to pay 1 into 2 and sacrifice this treasure for a 3, and we're gonna play Fane the Broker.
Sacrifice creature, remove counter, sacrifice artifact, untap.
Okay.
I love Fane.
I do too. I've always loved Fane. I've just never played it in anything, but it's a great card. That's all I got. I passed her.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Untap.
Nothing I play seems to live very long.
Get a draw for turn. Let's see here. Let us. Blast you, internet.
All right.
BRB in chat.
There we go. We're back.
Did you lose power?
No, internet is being stupid apparently.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah.
Internet, you make me so upset sometimes.
We had that issue a couple weeks back.
Like, I'm sure it's probably the squirrels because they're back out.
Oh yeah, it's that time of year.
Ugh, they're such jerks.
Crawling around.
It was raining pretty bad earlier.
Where they don't belong.
Yeah. The last time the guy came in and he was just there, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna have to come back at some point because the squirrels are just gonna eat through this again. He's like, I hate it. I'm like, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna play a Dune Enchanter. It has reach and lands I control and lands cards I own that aren't on the battlefield are deserts in addition to their other types. Lands I control add 1 mana of any color, and then I can also tap and mill 2 cards and gain 1 life for each land card milled this way.
It's a very cool card.
Yeah, it is. Everything's a desert.
That was a lot of work.
You're a desert, and you're a desert.
Especially when
desert.
Fredo plays the Windfall and then copies it, and we all draw 36 cards.
That's horrible. It's horrible and wonderful.
Are like 12 deserts.
Let's see here. What do we want to do? We're gonna go to combat. That's the first thing we're gonna do. Gonna send Yuma over at you, Tom. And I'm going to send I'm gonna send 2 plants over at Jin. So I will have 2 4/2 plants. I'm gonna have a trigger on my Yuma. I'm going to discard this plains that is a desert and create another one of these guys. Another plant man, and I will draw a card. And
I will take 8.
Okie dokie. And the top card now is an Angel of Indemnity, which is that card. That thing scares me. That thing does terrible things. So, Tom, any blocks?
Nope, I took the 6.
Excellent. Were you at 38 before? Or did my thing just not update? Okay.
I was at 32.
Oh. It still shows that you're at 32. At least on
I
mine.
Oh,
Mine says 26. Yeah, it could be a connection thing.
Stupid connection. Anyway. I still see myself. I see other people I think are moving.
I don't think the stream's running either.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
the thing's running because I see Amara's hand.
Oh, mine
Then
just
I
went
see
to an
mine.
ad.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's still here. I don't know what spell table.
It's still running.
Everything
It won't let me
is.
chat, so I don't know.
Mine will let me chat. You just need to refresh yours.
I did. I shut it all the way down and opened it back up.
Do it again.
Let me see if I'll probably have to do mine too over here. Okay. I don't think I'm doing anything else. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm done. I will pass my turn. I've done things.
hey.
I did stuff.
Let's see. Alright, land for turn. I'll play Temple of the False God. Let's see. How many creatures are out total that aren't mine?
I have 1.
Well, I have 4.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
My goodness. Alright,
Never a question I like.
Alright.
There's some dangerous questions in this game.
Yeah.
1,
How many
2,
cards are in your hand?
3, 4,
How many creatures
5,
are in
and 2 blue.
How many
You can
lands?
play
do you
Curse of
have?
the Swine with X.
Curse of the Swine!
So I'm
I would like
with,
to
Donnie's
respond
score.
to Curse of the Swine. I would like to
Oh,
respond
no.
to Curse of the Swine on the stack.
Okay.
I would like to pay 5 for a Smirking Spelljacker.
Oh, what?
And I would like to exile Curse of the Swine
To call you a smirking spelljacker.
under Smirking Spelljacker.
Smirk?
And Smirking Spelljacker reads, when ETBs exile target spell and opponent controls, and then whenever it attacks, if a card is exiled with it, you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost.
That is the best. That is
Oh, boy.
fantastic. I hate this.
What?
Tom,
Boy.
you need to kill Dottie now.
Oh boy.
You should
Okay.
know what's happening. We're in trouble, guys. Hey, Bio, what's happening? Thanks
He's
for the
all
biddies.
cast it, right?
What's
So you
happening?
exiled the spell,
Yes, I exiled the spell on the stack.
Ugh.
Okay, but
but it's not going
It
to
still
matter
counts
if
as
you play whatchamacall,
casting.
right? Because of the
Yeah.
XP.
That's right, it won't do anything, but it
Yeah.
prevents it from going off.
I mean, I would have been okay with it.
I would just die if it goes off, okay?
Yeah. And
You sound like a robot.
the spelljacker to destroy it.
Pongify it. Yeah.
Uh,
Pongify it.
Weird.
all right, that works. I get a monkey.
Oh,
Okay.
Hannibal, we're gonna do that after this. That's our next plan tonight.
Yeah, that's my plan for tomorrow. It's like I can't do any writing after a certain point in time.
I feel that.
Just end up with a bunch of nonsense.
So even though Curse didn't, I get us from casting seconds. And no,
Where is CubeCon? Is that in Wisconsin?
still counts as casting.
In the Midwest, someplace, I think.
So there, copies. So
Donnie has an 8.
So I will go to combat. Veyron is currently getting +4/+4.
I heard Donnie.
Dude,
Yep.
that's all we need
I'm
to
thinking, but it's not in the air or anything.
Yes, flying.
Oh, it is flying.
Yes.
All right, I'll take
And
4.
the boots.
Five.
Get the bootsies.
Oh, it's getting +4, so it's
Oh, 6. All right, so I'll go down to 3.
I love it.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
I don't have one in hand. I will pass.
Okay. I will finish my monkey later. Maybe.
You saw nothing, Donnie. You weren't paying attention to Kano.
Oh, I am.
If you can't kill me this turn, I'm gonna kill you.
You have 21 life. I don't think I can kill you.
But I can kill you.
Untap, no other triggers, draw for turn. That is completely irrelevant.
Your face is irrelevant.
So,
Irrelevant.
Reliquary Tower is our land for turn.
I say this stuff to him all the time. It's like a whole thing we do. All right, that's it. Amara, are you going to Vegas?
I am.
Either way,
Yes. Either way.
we're gonna spend more time together.
Yes.
Let's make that a goal.
That is the goal. That's the only reason I'm going.
There's 4 for a culling ritual.
Donnie! Donnie!
What?
It only impacts one thing I have, but I hate it.
Oh, get rid of the ape. I'm not gonna finish drawing that ape.
Oh man, all these Groots. What do you have against Groots?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. How many groups?
There's only 4 Groots.
1, so that's 5.
I lost one thing.
Tom loses the boots.
I'll
That's
lose winged
6.
boots.
You lose what, babe?
That's not great.
One thing I lost, an Idol of Oblivion.
Oh, I will Oblivion. All right, so that's 7.
It means I don't get to make a 10/10 colorless Eldrazi. That's unfortunate.
7,
I would have enjoyed.
8, 9, 10. Oh, look.
What are you going to do with all this mana?
There's 11. I'm going to cast
Oh, one of those spells in exile?
the 8/8.
Oh, no.
My remote.
Yeah, oh no.
Go with that thing. What was this thing again? This one.
Rumbleweed. It's an
Rumbleweed.
8/8. Vigilance,
Yep.
reach, trample. When the ETBs, other creatures you control get +3 and +3 and gain trample until end of turn. Let's see. What else can we do here?
It's kind of funny that it's a rumbleweed. Look at how cute it is.
It's about to run us over.
Right? Look at this thing.
4.
Thunder Junction really surprised me. It really did.
Yeah,
The,
there's some.
the commander decks, the regular set, like it really surprised me how much I enjoy it.
There's a lot of
That's
fun
really
cards.
nice.
I'm going to go ahead and pick 4 to activate Mirror Entity until end of turn. Creatures I control have base powered up as 4/4 and gain all creature types. So now they're all 7/7s with trample.
So you have a bunch
Ooh.
of 7 with trample.
And
Like any of this, that means you.
I'm going to send everything at Jen.
That's rude. I mean, I'm still gonna live because I can block 1 and take 3 of it.
7. There's 28 damage coming your direction.
28.
Yeah.
Thought it was. Oh, damn it,
4 7/7s.
Donnie! I don't have enough mana to kill you on my way out.
Nope. You don't.
That is so unfortunate.
It also means I don't die first.
Well, if it had gone back to my turn, I'd have Boros charmed your ass. But in the meantime, I will die because my husband's a dick.
So how much life does everybody actually have? Because for some reason my thing is still not like
I only
everybody.
have 3.
Okay.
I'm just one.
And Tom, you're at
I have 26.
26.
I'm in the
Okay.
26.
Lair zone.
That's honey, I'm right behind you.
The secret layer zone.
The secret lair zone. Damn it,
oh.
Donnie.
But let's see. So, Nashi trigger.
Angel of Indemnity.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's gross.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
What do you got, Tom?
What was it?
It's a Nashi. The only thing is, if you do in my spell, you will kill yourself.
I can't cast anything, or I just die.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna exile the hell out of them.
Yeah. By Angel of Indemnity, which then we still see the top card of my library.
Leyline Dowser.
What does that do?
Pay 1, tap it to mill a card. You may put an instant or sorcery card milled this way into your hand, and tap an untap legendary creature you control to untap Leyline Dowser.
Oh, it's an artifact. Okay. Nah. No, I'm good. They can just stay in exile.
It's the most is-it artifact I've ever seen.
And then I have 4 creatures did combat damage, so I'll draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was that? Oh, that's cool.
Donnie, you're so rude.
What?
I'm gonna eat a Twinkie.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it. I'm gonna eat a Twinkie.
And I
Twinkies
think
don't taste the same though. They did.
I think the
something-
responsible thing here is, you know what? I am gonna
Twinkie.
cast
Mhm.
Amara's Angel, and I will die, and then now you two can fight it out.
What?
This is.
Here's your land back.
What? Oh no!
Mere entity.
So
Yes,
I guess since you cast my angel, does it go back to my graveyard?
It does go to your graveyard, yeah.
Okay, dokie. Well, I guess I will start my turn. Hey, Tom, what you doing? Tapping it over there.
What? This is perfect. Letting Amara and Tom battle it out at the end. That's perfect. I love this.
It's wonderful. Got an ancient green warden on top of my library now. I am going to play a land for the turn, which is going to be this mountain, which is a desert right now.
You get all your exile stuff back now.
Oh yeah! Yay!
Or actually, does it just remain in exile?
Yeah, it just remains, I think.
Yeah,
we
it
get
just
it. We
remains
get
in
it back,
exile.
but we kind of don't get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donnie,
That was a lot of fun.
you're ridiculous. You've had way too much fun playing that with Gonti.
3.
I'm playing Gonti next time.
Uh-huh.
It does look fun if you know what you're doing.
Exactly. I wouldn't have as much fun as Donnie because I'm not as evil as Donnie.
Oh, you're way more evil than I am.
Never.
You play out.
I love Adeline.
Exactly.
2, 3.
That is a girl. That's
Okay.
so fun.
I'm gonna play Kiri, the talented sprout. Other plants and tree folk you control get +2/+0 at the beginning of your post-combat main phase. Return target plant, tree folk, or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Gonna go and yeah, I guess that's what we do. Tap this for white. Tap this for red. I'm gonna play a Requisition Raid. I'm gonna.
Tom, I hope you make Mara eat shit.
I'm gonna pay 1 and put +1/+1 counter on each creature target player controls, which is going to be me. Because the other option is not great, which would be you. 1, 1, and
Oh, there's the bot in the chat.
no bot. Stream boo. That will go to the graveyard. Tom, I'm gonna come to combat, and I'm just gonna swing everything at you.
Okay.
It is a.
What's your biggest?
We're gonna have some triggers first, because I like.
Oh god.
Yuma's gonna go off. I'm gonna sack a desert, draw a card, make a plant. That's good. You do not have any triggers. You just everything is deserts. Okay. Shoop. Shoop. Okay. Yuma is a 7/7. This is a 2/3 with Death Touch. This is a 3/3. And this is currently a 5/3 with reach, which doesn't mean anything right now.
Okay. So, what is that total if I do nothing?
Total? 7.
Yeah.
Man, it made me do math. 12, 15, 16, 17.
Oh boy. What's the smallest?
The smallest is my 2/3 Death Toucher, or my 3/3.
Oh. Alright. I am going to take the 17.
Okay. Excellent. I will allow this. Gonna go to my post-combat main phase.
You know, when you say it like that, Mara,
What are we grabbing here? We get to return a plant or a tree folk, which I don't think I have any plants, and I have no tree folk to return. So I guess we're just going to return a land. We will return. I know you're in here somewhere. At least I thought well, maybe I didn't destroy you. No, you're just still on the battlefield. Okay. I'm gonna return this Dunes of the Dead to my hand. And then I'm gonna play this Dunes of the Dead as my land for the turn. And then I think I pass my turn. And we do know what the top card is, which is an Unholy Heat.
Unholy Heat.
Unholy Heat.
That sounds perfectly clean.
Sounds like one of those 70s raunchy
I've been
movies.
accused of a lot of things, but Unholy Heat is not one of them.
Alright, I'm gonna show an island to play a Frostboil Snarl, untapped.
Bunch of nuns summon a demon who has an unresistible lust.
That
I'm gonna
reminds
bring
me
out
of
Murmuring Mystic.
the memes that I've seen recently.
Then
You're a meme.
I am not on a real life boy.
red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna overload Mizzix's Mastery.
Okay.
So got Pongify, Curse of the Swine, Lock and Load, Expressive Iteration, Galvanic Iteration, Ponder, Serum Visions.
Ooh.
So they're all being exiled but copied. Pongify will destroy Yuma.
Oh no.
So that's 1.
Oh, you want to hit the blocker? Oh, you got 2 blockers. Never mind.
Curse of the Swine I'll cast but won't do anything because X.
Unholy heat.
Galvanic Iteration, which will then copy Serum Visions. So I'll draw a card and then scry 2. And draw a card and scry 2. First iteration. Look at the top 3. Oh man, that would have been. Well, exile, faithless looting. That there and that there. Then ponder.
This is what is it decks too.
Yeah, it's exactly what is it next to.
Yes, it is.
Scary back
thing
in the order, then
about it
shuffle.
This is what the deck did last night.
Oh, hey, Alex.
Bad things are happening, Alex.
They
Wonderful
are.
things.
Is it thing?
Is it enough,
Draw.
is it enough to kill Bomara, though?
Unlock a
In-
mode, I will draw a card, and then I cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
You make
7.
14 birds.
That's a lot of birds.
That is a lot of burbs.
7.
It's too many burbs. Don't like it.
No, that was more than 2, so Reliquary Tower, and that will go there. And Vera is getting plus 14, plus 14.
Oh, no.
Yes, I did that math right, okay.
At all.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that was...
It's 14 burbs, but 28 power, I think. Because it's,
I cast
well, 7 just plus...
8 spells total, because 1, 2, 3,
Is
4,
it doing
5,
its
6,
fun?
7, 8.
Oh, you pongified. I get a monkey. Or an ape.
So that doubles to the 16 birds, and Varen's getting plus 16, plus 16. And I don't have the boots anymore.
Nope. No boots.
No booties.
You 2 blockers are... What do they have?
4-2 and a 1-4. Yeah. They're not great.
Alright. Just Veyron will attack.
I will block with my plant token.
Okay, it'll die.
Yes, that is correct.
Go to my end step. That's going to be exiled forever.
So that 20-something damage.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm going to discard down to Ham, but it's going to be take a while, so I'll pass them to him.
It's gonna take a while. Excellent.
I have to decide what I want.
Okay, I'm gonna. This is what happens if you draw too many cards.
Yep.
Just don't draw enough cards, and like I do, and then you're okay. Don't have to do any thinking. To draw this card, we'll flip this top card. It is a oh my god, cataclysmic prospecting. Deals X damage to each creature. For each mana from a desert spent to cast this spell, create a tap treasure token. That is interesting. All my lands are those things. So many burbs. Okay, let's go. I can't get through the burbs for combat, unfortunately, which is disappointing. Okay, we're gonna tap 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have 8 lands in my graveyard right now, so Yuma is gonna cost 8 less. Whenever it enters the battlefield, I'm gonna sack a card, which is
How much does Yuma cost total, though?
12.
Jesus.
So I will draw a card from discarding. I will create a plant token, which will
There
be
we
this,
go. Discarding 9 cards.
this little plant man again. I think what we have to do is tap our lands properly would have been the smart idea. Let's see what the top card of our library is. It is a conduit pylon, which is a desert. When it enters the battlefield, I surveil 1. Taps for colorless, or I can pay 1 colorless and add 1 mana of any color. I will play this as my first land for the turn. Don't think I have any triggers. Look at the top card of my library. It is a Desert of the True. I will... Can I cycle that? Is that a thing? No, you know what? I don't need to. Okay. That's okay. We're going to play this as a land for the turn. We are going to... I gotta think I have a solution to this problem. We'll see.
Oh no.
I'm going to tap 1 green to tap this conduit pylon, which I forgot to surveil, which I don't... Yeah, whatever. It's going to make a red mana. This is going to make a red mana. And then I'm going to tap this for 1. I'm going to play Cataclysmic Prospecting. Why can't I not say this? It's going to deal X damage to each creature, which is going to be 1 damage to each creature. For each desert, tap this way. I'm going to create 3 tap treasures. So let me create 3 treasures. Killed all the burbs. That was the most important part.
You killed so many birds.
I killed
Their blood is on your hands.
Their blood is all over my hands, and I love it. It's tasty.
We're just not calling you Elmer Fudd.
I am. Call me Colonel Sanders. How many creatures do you have, Tom? And how much life do you have?
I have 3 creatures. 2 of them are able to block, a 1/5 and a 2/4, and I have 9 life.
9 life. That's a lot of life. I can get through. You'll just block the biggest things, though. So that'll be the 5 and the 3, so I'll only hit you for 5, which is not terrific. But do I want to see what you have still in your hand? Not really.
Probably not.
Yeah, like, I'm very worried about the turn rolling back around. Unfortunately,
yeah, that could be quite significant.
yeah, I'm gonna pass. I have a solution if you don't kill me this turn.
Oh god. I don't think I can.
We'll see.
Alright, drop a turn.
I give my monkey nipples.
Did I just hear monkey nipple?
I did.
Yes, you did.
Just check in.
Yep, just some monkey nipples. Don't mind me. Just
3 red, 3 blue. I'm gonna play Niv Mizzet.
don't like that.
Then have that. Use one of them to play a Soul Ring, and the other. Oh, you can make red still good. For Young Pyromancer, I'll tap 1 blue to play Preordain. Niv Mizzet, I will draw a card. I'll do 1 damage to you.
Boop.
And then I will scry and draw a card. I'll tap for Opt. So Niv Mizzet will go off. I'll draw a card. You'll do 1 damage.
Boop.
And then scry to draw. And that's also 2. Well. Oh, wait. Because of Veyron, I actually draw additional card for each of those, and Niv Mizzet does an additional damage for each of the first 2 cards, and then 2 damage for each of those 2 cards.
Okie dokie. And I'm gonna grab a land out of my graveyard from my little sprout. Because that is not a may. I have to go grab something, I do believe. Yeah. We'll grab... That's funny.
Did I play a land? I don't believe I did.
I do not believe so.
I'll play a mountain.
What?
That's not going to be enough.
I'm gonna grab the scavenging grounds.
I'll get 2 more exiles, I forget.
These are the kind of decks
Gonna go to my end.
I avoid because
Forever.
just... Oh, you're at your end step, you said?
Yeah.
How many burbs did you create?
Oh,
yeah, you can see
let's
my
see, I cast
card.
1, 2, so 2, but then that copied, so 4.
So many burbs.
And
Mm-hmm.
I do have a Sun Titan on top of my deck that I am drawing. I have a
I will.
mountain. I'm gonna play that mountain as my land for the turn. Is this
Card Island.
That's fun. Oh, Tom, I hate quit rebuilding everything. I'm trying to destroy everything. I'm trying to kill you.
I know! I'm trying not to die.
I hate this. I'm gonna play a Scavenging Grounds as my land for the turn. Okay, let's see here. Let's tap 1 and a 2, and I'm gonna tap the Scavenging Grounds. I'm gonna. Do I I don't want to exile all the graveyards. That's not, because then I'll get rid of my own graveyard. I like my graveyard. Let us. Oh, that's fun. Okay, let's tap. 1 white. 2 whites. 3, 4. Yeah. 5 and 6. And we shall play Sun Titan. Has vigilance. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, I may return a target permanent card with mana value of 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. We are going to go grab. There you are. Hazan, the Shaper of Sands. I may play desert land cards from my graveyard, which is all my lands. And whenever desert enters the battlefield under my control, I create 2/1/1 red, green, white sand creature tokens. Okay. Do you have any deserts, Tom?
Nope.
Excellent. That doesn't help me. That was not the answer I wanted.
I know.
I think our next play is. We do have enough mana to do that, so I guess we'll crack 2 of these treasures. Tap these, and we shall play another card. We shall play an Ancient Green Warden. It has reach. I may play land cards from my graveyard, and if a land entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent I control, the trigger triggers an additional time. Let us go to combat. Combat. I am going to send Yuma at you. It's a 6/6.
Trample?
Nope. Just a 6/6.
Okay. I'll block with an elemental.
Okay. On attack, I am going to discard this. Actually, we'll get rid of this. Dunes. Draw a card. Top card is now a Plains. I will create a zombie, which is this guy over here. Desert went to the graveyard. Create a plant token. We're really trying to end this. It just does not working.
I think it's hilarious that you're still going.
This is so
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I gotta do that. I'm gonna crack my treasure, and I'm going to do 2 damage to Varen with Unholy Heat.
Okay.
That, I think, that is dead. That is good. No attack triggers. Everything is good there. Got my plants, got my zombies. I think I passed the turn. I think that's what's happening. Actually, I will get a land back at the end of my turn, and I'm going to grab this Terramorphic Expanse. And then I'll pass. Oh, yeah, I'll take a damage from Niv.
Now what?
Play this dig through time. I'm gonna exile 6 cards. Pay 2 blue to cast it. Nimizet, I will draw a card from casting, and you'll take a damage. So I'm gonna look at the top 7. Are very helpful.
That is what I like to hear.
I don't. Okay. Four. I will play Deep Analysis, so I'll draw from Niv Mizzet, and you'll take a damage. And I'll draw 2 cards from that. So you'll take 2 damage.
Okey-dokey.
18, huh? Alright, so that was... Two in a red, and just the 2 in the red, and I'll play Epic Experiment with X is 0, so nothing happens, but Niv Mizzet, a draw, and you'll take a damage.
The most epic experiment ever made. That was how my experiments work. Nothing happens, it just fizzles.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 red. That was 3 that I cast before, so I'm casting Elemental Eruption, which has Storm, so it'll copy 3 times. I'm going to make 4 red dragons with Prowess.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. That's some things that
That-
aren't great.
It all. Prowess. That's what
And Niv Mizzet, I will draw a card,
Dragons with prowess.
and you'll take a damage.
Dragons with prowess. I hate this.
Oh my god. Alright. I will discard down to 7 and pass.
Okay.
Alright, get him, Amara. He's at 9 life.
I know.
Or else you're gonna die to a bunch of dragons.
I don't want to die to dragons. I'm gonna.
Nobody wants to die to dragons.
Top card.
Kinda.
I have a Harrow at the top now. Okay. I'm gonna play a Terramorphic Expanse as my first land for the turn. That's a desert, so I'm gonna create 2 Sandmen, but they're going to make 4 Sandmen instead because of Ancient Green Warden.
Yeah.
So we have 4 Sandmen. I'm gonna tap the Terramorphic Expanse. Actually, no, because I want that Harrow. Do I want that badly, though? Yes, I kind of do. We're gonna tap the Terramorphic Expanse. I'm gonna go find a basic land. I'm gonna find this basic land that's on the bottom of my library. It is a forest. It is currently a desert. Terramorphic Expanse is also a desert, which is going to create a plant token, but it's going to create 2 plant tokens from Yuma. So this is tapped. It's just hanging out. We're going to make, since that forest came back in, we will make 4 more Sand Warriors. Then we shall, as we may play lands from our graveyard, I'm going to play this Terramorphic Expanse. Which is, I'm going to, since it's a desert, I'm going to make 4 more Soldier tokens.
Holy moly.
I'm going to tap the Terramorphic Expanse.
And this is when Yuma goes off.
Sack it. Make myself 2 more plant tokens. And then go find myself another desert. which is going to be this forest, which is going to make 4 more sand creatures, or sand warriors. Excellent. Okay. That was some stuff. Let's see what else we can do.
Everything.
Okay. We are going to look at the top card of my library. It is a desert. It's just hanging out there. That's fun. Okay, let's do that. I say that it's fun, but it's probably not fun. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay. How much mana can we make? Enough. Okay. That's 1, 2. And 3. I'm going to play a Spring Bloom Druid. When it enters the battlefield, I may sacrifice a land. If I do, I can search my library for 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped. I'm going to sack this Scavenging Ground, which will make 2 more plant creatures. Then I'm going to go look for 2 basic lands. I'm going to put a... Let's see if we have any more basics. Plains and another plains. There we go. Okay. These will both enter the battlefield tapped. I will create 8 more Desert Warriors for a total of 24 Desert Warriors I've created this turn. I need a die that I can actually see the number. There we go. Okay. This is silly. Okay, okay, that went to the graveyard. We created our 2 plants there. We created 8 more plants over here. Okay. Let us then tap 2 green, 4 colorless, and I'm going to play Vengeful Regrowth. I'm going to return up to 3 target land cards from my graveyard to the battlefield tapped, and then create that many 4/2 green plant warrior creature tokens. I'm going to return Terramorphic Expanse. Oh, they come into play tapped anyway. Well, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll return the Dunes, Scavenging Grounds, and the Terramorphic Expanse to the battlefield. Those are all deserts, so I'm going to create 12 more Sand Warriors. To go to 36 of them. And then I'm going to create 3 more plant creature tokens with reach. Okay. I think I did things. Cool. You have so much stuff to still block, which is silly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, next turn, you're dead. There's no way around that. Let's see here. I think we're gonna send... Do we do that? Well, that's interesting. Okay, I think that's what we do. I am going to send Sun Titan at you. And I'm gonna send Yuma at you. When Yuma comes at you, I'm going to have that trigger first, and I'm going to get rid of this Dunes of the Dead, which will trigger, and I think it's only for, well, a permanent I control, so I'll get 2 zombies. I've run out of dice.
Oh no!
That's dangerous.
I know. I don't.
Wow.
I didn't have enough over here, apparently. Okay, so there's 3 zombies over here. That's a terrible dice. You can't see anything. 3 zombies. That was a desert, so I'm gonna create 2 more plant creatures. So there's currently 13 of them over here. Gonna draw a card, which you get to see the top card anyway. It's Command Tower, and then the new top card is a Nesting Dragon. Sun Titan is going to trigger. I'm going to return Turn Timber Sower to my battlefield. Whenever one or more land cards are put into my graveyard from anywhere, I create a 0/1 green plant creature token, and then I can pay 1 green and sacrifice 3 creatures and return target land card from my graveyard to my hand. So you have 2 6/6s coming at you right now.
I will block.
Excellent. Gonna go to my post-combat main phase, and I'm going to return Desert of the Dead, or Dunes of the Dead, to my hand. And then I guess I'm gonna pass. That was the stupidest turn I've taken in a long time.
This is the game that never ends.
Yeah!
Good draw, the invisible hit you.
Boop. Goes on and on, my friends. We started playing, not knowing what the
Play
hell we're
Mountain.
doing. And we'll just keep on playing, because we can't kill each other.
Well, you've got, what is that, 17 reachers?
I have 13 reachers.
Oh, okay. So you can block my 4 trash.
I have 13 6/2 reachers, yes.
Ooh.
And a 5/7 reacher as well.
Okay. Oh, that should have tapped. So I will cast Warp the 5/7,
Oh, man.
draw and deal 1 damage from the visit.
I'll take my damage and I will shuffle my deck and see what this Chaos Warp is. Dun, dun, dun. I'm running out of cards.
I know, right?
Who's gonna
My
mill?
graveyard is bigger than my deck, and that's not even including all the exiled cards.
We're gonna flip over a Crawling Sensation at the beginning of my upkeep. I'm gonna mill 2 cards, and then whenever 1 or more land cards are put into my graveyard from anywhere for the first time, I create 1/1 green insect creature token.
Okay. Ooh. Whoops.
Oh, and we still see the top card, which is Omnath, Locus of Rage.
I'm going to play Archmage Emeritus. Whenever I cast or copy an instant or sorcery, I draw a card. I will have 4 to play Tezzeret's Gambit. So I will draw from Niv Mizzet, and I will draw from Archmage Emeritus. So Niv Mizzet will do 2 damage. And then I will draw 2 cards from that. So Niv Mizzet will do 2 damage. Oh, crap. What are you at, 10?
In response, I'm gonna tap this.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna tap this Dune Shaper and mill 2 cards. Oh, it's just a nesting dragon
Okay.
and Omnath.
So let's see what I can do here. 2, 3. Oh, it's not nearly enough. Well, I can get very close. Oh wait, that's 4. Okay. I will play Finale of Revelation for X equaling 4. Those 2 will go off, so I'll draw 2. So Niv Mizzet will do 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Niv Mizzet will do 4 more. And what are you? Oh, God. I can't do anything else, so that was 3. I have 3 prowess triggers, so they'll swing.
Who's swinging at me?
The 4 dragons with prowess, so there's 7 4s.
Oh, there's 7 4s. I will block
Yeah.
with 4 6 2s.
All right, and I will pass my turn.
Okie dokie.
Oh, so close.
I'll make this fast. What is the top card of my library? It is a perpetual timepiece. I go to the graveyard.
Discard 7.
That's the top card. Magnetic. Yeah. Okay. Dunes of the Dead. Make myself some more. Can you do anything? I'll just attack you with everything. I guess
Yeah,
that's
I can block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can block 10 things.
Can you block 36 Sand Warriors?
Nope.
No.
Nope,
you
I
can't.
cannot.
36 Sand Warriors are attacking you.
GG's.
Do you have shared animosity?
No, but that would be magnificent.
That would be fun.
Well, that would be
All right,
fun.
good game.
Good game. That was ridiculous.
Good game, everyone.
Man.
Talk about a grinder.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Little grindy, but that's okay. That was good. Look at all them sand warriors.
So many Sand That was a
Sand warriors. We had dragons. Holy moly!
We
yeah.
had birds. We had
Yeah. The
a little
decks.
bit of
The decks did their things.
Oh, yeah.
everything.
It's very interesting that they put. I didn't know they put houses on in there.
Yeah. That was what I was
But I mean,
building
why
originally.
wouldn't they, right?
It makes sense, right?
It makes sense to include.
Yep.
And now that there's dual land deserts finally.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice to see more deserts.
And there's not too many other desert cards they didn't put in here. There was like a couple of the snakes that were from Amonkhet that do or care about deserts, but there's not a lot of tree folk in here, and there's not a lot of plants in here either, unless you're making the plants.
Well, and that's the whole
13
thing. I
cards
think,
left.
making the plants, because you've got the land that becomes a giant plant. You've got
Yeah.
Avengers in the car,
Oh yeah, that's in there too.
and all of those cactus warriors are. I mean, they're plant warriors, so they count too.
Yeah, 4/2 reachers. That's just gross. Like, why are they so beefy? I guess they have spikes, but I mean,
Yeah, they're cacti.
I've definitely touched the cactuses they tell me not to touch at the botanical gardens, and I'm still alive. Is not great.
You weren't flying at the time.
Yeah, like that's a special kind of pain. But if a sign tells me not to do things, my brain just is like, okay.
Right?
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
I'm like, what could possibly happen? And I'm like, oh, this is what possibly happens.
Exactly.
Well, thank all three of you for joining me. I'm going to let everybody do a little outro real quick, and I will find us a place to raid. Tom, you want to lead us off?
I'm Tom. You can find me on Twitter and Moxfield at Tomedy.
That's true.
all I got tonight.
Yeah, usually after a late game, my brain just is shut down at that point in time.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's all I got. So, what is happening with you filthy MTG casuals? What do you got going on?
You know what? I don't. We're playing tomorrow night with Andy
Andy Zuki!
and
Oh,
Suki, and we haven't. I think we're waiting to hear back from him for.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Awesome.
But we'll be probably doing pre-cons again tomorrow night. At least that was the plan. So come check us out tomorrow, right here on Twitch, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be doing that. And then I don't think we have any other streams the rest of this week.
Nope, that is it for this week. We have nothing Saturday. We're taking a little break from our Saturdays while I help take care of my mom.
Yeah.
And then, but we will be playing over on Crowd Control's stream on Sunday evening.
Nice.
So Skyward.
Be over there. Yep.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. And
Other than that, that's about it for us.
well, it was a pleasure as always. Sorry that that was so grindy at the end.
No worries.
Don't be sorry.
It's like, I'm not
It was
losing to
really
Tom.
Exactly.
It was like, and Tom is like, I'm going to destroy you. I was pretty sure I was almost that. Mrs. Mastery probably could have might have killed me.
Mhm.
Depending
Yeah,
on how
I was
things were
close.
stacked, I was like, oh no.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I'm in trouble. And then that stupid dragon storm thing. Oh my, are they elemental eruption? Yeah, that's gross. That's definitely gonna go to my Narset deck.
Oh.
I'm gonna give them double prowess. But I will be back tomorrow. Actually, I will be playing over with the rules committee tomorrow, and then I will be back.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Sunday, I do believe. I think we're playing Plane Chase tomorrow, so I'm excited.
I hope you
Ooh.
Yeah, Gavin loves Plane Chase. So
Yeah, he does.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I played with him.
You did. You did get to play with him.
Yeah.
We got to play some Plane Chase. We drafted Plane Chase. That was all sorts of fun.
That was pretty fun.
And then I'll be back on Sunday with some more. Don't know if we're doing pre-cons. I'll have to check and see. I don't think I are. I think I just moved it to normal EDH. But I'll be back on Sunday at 1 o'clock with some wonderful guests. And we are going to head over to the Burnished Heart because they are trying to hit affiliate. So we're
Nice.
going to go visit them. Let's go help them out and get them there.
Nice.
Let them know that we said hi. Give them a hello, a raid. Throw some kitty symbols up there because cats are great. But thank you everybody for hanging out with us. I appreciate you all, and I will see you tomorrow. You take care. Bye everybody.
Have a good night.